It is not unusual to see kids and even adults swimming in the canals, and especially now with the rising temperatures, but that is not only illegal, it can be deadly. All day today, Crossroads Mission has been hauling truckloads of furniture donated by John and Ivan Peach, who are owners of Best Western Coronado right here in Yuma. Generic and store brand products are often processed in the same plants as name brand products are, but they're much cheaper because they're not advertised. You can save money buying generic brands. According to Diane Umphreys, executive director here at Amberley's Place, Yuma County inmates could be able to help Amberley's Place win Oprah's Big Give. Now they're just waiting for the okay from Yuma Complex officials.
This is what we do every day.
8 agents patrol almost 300 miles of border in the Sonora-Arizona desert in San Luis, Mexico. For years, one of the most popular entry points for illegal immigrants and drug smugglers. They do it without any weapons or air support, only a cell phone and a GPS. They are called Grupo Beta, a federal humanitarian group. Their mission?
Our purpose is to protect the human rights of migrants, whether they are here legally or illegally.
Whenever efforts to turn back migrants don't work, Grupo Beta will give out flyers with helpful tips to survive in the desert. Many see this as helping migrants cross the border.
We do not help migrants cross the border. On the contrary, we tell them what they're exposing themselves to. If they do try to cross the desert, and we'll tell them about the risks they'll encounter.
U.S. Border Patrol agrees.
They're just telling them, hey, you know what? It's dangerous here. You don't have enough water. This is what can happen to you out in the desert. There's mountains here. This is what you could run into here. If you're not prepared for the trip, don't make it because your life is in danger. That's their main job.
This, since it's not illegal in Mexico to cross the border, just as it's not illegal for U.S. citizens to cross into Mexico. Grupo Beta of San Luis Rio Colorado in Mexico works alongside this border fence in the Arizona-Sonora desert, trying to keep migrants safe. Only drug smugglers use the same routes. What Grupo Beta has often found binoculars, water bottles, crafted ditches on top of this mountain, perfect to watch U.S. Border Patrol drive away. We even found pieces of mirror glass hidden under rocks. Just a few days ago, Grupo Beta followed footprints leading to a stretch of border fence that was being cut the size of a car.
I don't think it is for the people to cross. It has a perfect size for a car to drive through.
According to Grupo Beta, they notify U.S. Border Patrol of events like this all the time.
There's good collaboration and communication with the U.S. Border Patrol.
Because of the danger this collaboration could represent for Grupo Beta, U.S. Border Patrol did not confirm such.
So you kind of understand why I can't say nothing about Grupo Beta and us, because I'm not going to give away what they're doing.
In the last 8 months, Grupo Beta has seen a significant change in this border.
It's not like before. The office used to fill up with people, as well as our trucks. We used to pick up truckloads of people rescued in the desert, and we had to drive back and pick up more. It's not like that anymore. For how long? Who knows?
I don't know if it's their presence on the border that keeps them from crossing. Mainly it's the deterrence of the more Border Patrol, the more the presumption that you're going to get caught this time.
A pretty busy day for Senator John Kyle here in Yuma. Certainly a big part of it was spent at the open forum where he answered questions from city and county officials as well as the general public. As soon as he stepped in Yuma, Senator John Kyle was greeted by local 4-H members. He met with Border Patrol and toured the area by helicopter. Later, Senator Kyle had a televised public address. He answered questions from city and county officials.
What do you see as the future of this desalting plant?
Each got their chance to ask.
It takes more identification for a U.S. citizen than it takes for a resident alien to come through the border now.
Is the federal government interested in keeping the technology here that the National Guard brings with them?
There's been some good technology that's been employed outside of the National Guard as well.
The general public was encouraged to write down their questions that were later read by city spokesman Dave Nash.
When can we see domestic oil?
The main issue on today's open forum with U.S. Senator John Kyle was immigration, with education as the second most asked about matter.
To us, it's a problem that we deal with every day, whether it's regulations crossing the border or whether it's the lack of a good immigration reform bill, whether it's difficulties with crossing the border, actually physically crossing the border, or improvements in the border. All those things have an impact on an everyday life for us, and I think it's just that's probably why the issue is really always up on top of the agenda.
Yuma is on the map, and to have someone from Washington, our senator, to come down and recognize us is very important. I wish we would have had a bigger turnout. I know the time might have been a factor, but it was an opportunity that everyone should take a part of.
Gabby, Nick, all the questions presented to the senator were answered. He encouraged everyone who had any additional questions or concerns to contact him. Reporting from the Newsplex, I am Micaela Arroyo, KSWT News. That's right, Nadine. There's a place in San Diego and now in Phoenix, too, where you have no idea what to expect when you walk through the door. I checked out the Shout House, and I'm bringing some song and dance right here to the desert Southwest.
Well, every night is kind of unique here at the Shout House.
The Shout House is not your typical bar. In fact, here you're encouraged to literally shout. It's a dueling piano bar where two musicians perform face-to-face on two grand pianos.
It's all interactive. It's all about the audience having fun. The audience is more involved probably than the guys on the stage. And that's what's really fun for us. It makes each night just a little bit different, a little bit special.
I lead sing-along and play rock and roll songs and get the audience to sing along and have a good time.
But don't be fooled. Rock and roll isn't the only music they play. These guys know everything from the latest R&B to oldies to hip-hop.
Entertainment here is driven by the crowd. You make your request, you take it to the piano players, and you get the song played.
I play the piano for the audience that requests a bunch of songs and put them on the piano, and then I play the requests, and the ones that I don't know I either try and figure out on my own or I toss them to my partner who's on the other piano.
And often tables get turned and members of the audience end up on stage.
We're celebrating my bachelorette party. We love it. It's like the best place ever.
We induce them into having a better time than they ever thought they could have.
This is a whole different kind of thing because it's in your face. You're making people join in with you. And they're sort of living through you vicariously, singing and letting off steam too. So it's a lot closer relationship here.
I'm surprised that they're getting such a good response out of everyone. Playing along with them. And
the music and the comedy together is great. I love it. I love it. It's a lot of fun. I've been here before many times. Because it's fun, there's always a show going on.
The entertainment, once it starts, it doesn't stop till the end of the evening. It's just continuous. As soon as two guys are done, two more guys are up. We try to make it as seamless as possible. There's no breaks.
You're a part of something a lot bigger. It's a great concept.
I think we should all let our hair down and have fun.
Coming up, meet up Adam Johnson, a famed Shout House musician. He's standing by right here live in studio. Back to you.